Your High Priestess has the following message for you today. Feel free to respond to your soulmate through this video in the comments, as your words at the soul level will reach your soulmate. Also, like this video to activate the energy of this video in your life. Subscribe to my channel as well so that we can remain connected through the collective and future messages for you, from me, your High Priestess, through the universe, can be received and conveyed to you through future videos. Your thoughts are circling incessantly around your heart person. In the gentle twilight, as the day bids farewell and the first stars appear in the sky, you find yourself in a state of quiet reflection. The last conversation with your heart person is still fresh in your memory. Every word, every pause, every unspoken emotion hangs in the air, as real as the cool evening air that gently clings to your skin. Your heart person is going through a phase of inner change. His world, once firmly anchored in the secure tracks of everyday life, experiences a kind of seismic shock that shakes his foundations. These tremors do not manifest in loud, dramatic gestures, but in a quiet, inner quaking that questions all his certainties and convictions. He stands at a crossroads, one of those points in life where the past and the future meet in the present and wrestle for dominion over his soul. The woman, who was once his companion, now seems to him more and more like a stranger. Their shared history, which once sounded like a harmonious melody in his ears, now carries the dissonances of alienation within it. The love that binds them is still there, but it is overlaid by the cracks of dissatisfaction and unspoken desires. He longs for freedom, for the possibility of living his authentic self. The masks he has worn for years to meet the expectations of others are starting to crumble. He feels the unbridled desire to free himself from the shackles of conventions and live life by his own rules. Yet the fear of the unknown, of losing security and recognition, holds him back. Your heart person feels that there is more to life than what he has experienced so far. And there you are, the woman who shows him the depth of feelings and the infinity of possibilities. He sees in your eyes the promise of something real, something that lies beyond the superficialities and the daily routine. Your encounters are like windows into another world for him, where love is uncomplicated and life is untamed. His current relationship represents the past, a time that gave him security and structure, but also chained his passions and dreams. His soul longs for freedom and authentic connection, which seems possible in the bond with you. But the path there is paved with fears, uncertainties, and moral dilemmas. In the coming weeks, his inner conflict will intensify. He will grapple with the discrepancy between what is and what could be. His nights will be haunted by dreams in which he moves between worlds, and his days will be filled with a quiet but steady longing for clarity and liberation. Over time, the pressure of inner change will become too great to be ignored. The dissatisfaction in his current relationship will intensify to a point where the decision for a new path becomes inevitable. A time of revelation, confrontation, and decision will come. His journey to self-discovery will not be easy, and the decisions he makes will bring both pain and relief to him and the people in his life. But through the fog of uncertainty and fear, he will eventually find the way to his authentic self and perhaps to a new possibility of love and connection. The weeks pass, and with each day that goes by, your heart person feels the increasing dissonance between his outer reality and his inner desire. There are moments of silence and reflection where he feels almost lost, sunk in the depths of his own longings and fears. He begins to question the routines that once framed his days, the conversations that were once light and unburdened now carry the weight of the unspoken. The woman by his side senses the change, though she can't find the words for it. Their gazes meet less, their conversations remain on the surface, and the silence between them grows. She clings to the remnants of familiarity, but the distance between them is like a quiet river, expanding ever further. Your heart person has moments of clarity where he can almost taste the freedom and authenticity he longs for. These moments are both uplifting and painful, for they show him what is possible, and at the same time, how far he is from it. The moments when you communicate with each other are like a gentle breath of fresh air for him. Your conversations flow easily, and he feels seen and understood. The hours he spends with you are like little oases of honesty in a world that increasingly seems alien to him. But even these moments are not free from the heaviness that his indecision brings. He is torn between the deep connection he feels with you and the loyalty and responsibility he feels towards his current relationship. He begins to question the things in his life, seeking a way to live his truth without leaving a trail of destruction behind him. The days are filled with thoughts circling around the what-if questions, and the nights are restless with dreams of freedom and a love that is truthful. His inner journey leads him through uncharted territories of self-awareness. He faces the mirrors of his soul, looking into the depths of his fears and hopes. Over time, he begins to tear down the walls that separated him from his own truth. One by one, he makes decisions that bring him closer to his authenticity. The process is both liberating and painful. He realizes that change is inevitable, even if the path to it is paved with uncertainties. He discovers the strength within himself that is necessary to take the steps that his inner wisdom points out to him. The conversations that follow are difficult and tearful, but they carry the seeds of truth and new beginnings within them. As the old structures of his life dissolve, he finds himself on a new path, one that leads him closer to himself and to a future that is in harmony with his true nature. It is a path that holds the possibility of love and authentic connection, a journey that is full of hope and new beginnings. The story between you and your heart person is not over yet, but is at a point where new chapters can be written, chapters that tell of self-discovery, authentic connection, and the brave beauty of new beginnings. At the heart of the stormy transformation that your heart person is going through lies an inevitable longing for genuine connection and authenticity. This longing becomes, over time, a powerful driving force that helps him navigate the dark waters of uncertainty and fear. The changes in his life bring a bittersweet mixture of freedom and loss with them. With each step towards his inner truth, he leaves behind a piece of his old identity and the associated securities. It's a time of introspective journey, a journey that confronts him with the depths of his vulnerability and the value of authenticity. Through the fog of change surrounding him, the memory of the ease and understanding he found in your connection is a quiet anchor. The thoughts of the conversations and the moments of shared laughter with you are like little sparks of light illuminating the path through his personal darkness. Over time, he finds a new rhythm, one that is better in harmony with his true self. The external circumstances of his life slowly begin to reflect the inner change he has undergone. He begins to see his life through a new lens, a lens that has been sharpened by the experiences of self-discovery. The moments of doubt and fear continue to arise, but now he has the inner strength and clarity to navigate through them. He begins to piece together the fragments of his broken dreams and form a new dream, one that is carried by love, honesty, and deep understanding. And then, on a quiet, unexpected morning, his phone rings. It is a message from you. A brief text filled with the words of kindness and hope. In this moment, he feels a mix of joy and nervousness. He senses the possibility that lies before him, the possibility of a new beginning and a new connection. He picks up his phone and begins to type, his fingers hesitating for a moment over the keys before he sends. This is a first step, a step into an unknown but hopeful future. The messages between you flow easily, just like the conversations from back then. The following days are filled with conversations, texts, and the tender beginnings of an emerging relationship. It is a slow, cautious approach, but each conversation, each message carries the promise of a new beginning within it. The journey has just begun, but in the depth of the connection that is growing between you lies the hope and the possibility to explore the beautiful, authentic love that both of you have been seeking. It is a journey that will not be without challenges, but that is supported by a strong foundation of honesty, respect, and mutual understanding. It is clear that the path to the full unfolding of this new relationship will require time, patience, and the courage to confront the past. Yet, in the quiet moments of reflection, he feels that this is the path his heart has chosen, and he is ready to see where it leads. Bear in mind that this prediction is a guide, not a fixed destiny. The future always depends on the decisions we make in the present. Therefore, always act with love and kindness, and you can find a path that leads to happiness and fulfillment. This was today's message for you. I deeply appreciate your time and trust, and I would be delighted to receive a like, a comment, or a free subscription if my messages resonate with you. Your support helps me to strengthen my channel and reach more people whom I can assist. It was wonderful to have you here. Do not hesitate to drop by again and listen to the future messages of the universe from your High Priestess.